Imagine the dead of night in a 12th century French village. You're awoken not by a rooster, but by the overwhelming sound of a full orchestra. You hear the sharp trill of flutes, the steady rhythmic pulse of drums, and the brassy roar of trumpets. A royal procession, you think. But when you step outside onto the cold cobblestones, you find the streets are utterly empty. The music is loud, yet the village is a ghost town. You look up, searching for the source. But there is neither a bird nor a cloud in the vast, starry sky. There is no storm, no atmospheric disturbance, just the empty, black void above, playing a concert all by itself. This isn't a scene from a fantasy novel. It is a celestial paradox, documented and preserved as a matter of French national record. In the 12th century, from the city of Béziers to the surrounding provinces, the courts were flooded with a singular, baffling complaint. Dozens of citizens under oath came forward to testify about an impossible event. Their testimonies, recorded on vellum that has yellowed with the centuries, are now preserved in the National Archives of France. These were not isolated accounts from a single village. Merchants, priests, and peasants from across the region all described the same phenomenon: a celestial orchestra that played for hours on end with no discernible source. According to these official records, the sound was so clear and so organized that it felt as if a great concert was being performed in the air directly above them. The music was not a distant, faint echo. It was a powerful, enveloping presence. Witnesses gestured wildly toward the ceiling in medieval courtrooms, trying to explain the unexplainable to scribes who frantically took down every word. They described complex harmonies and layered instruments, a performance too intricate to be a trick of the wind. When we examine this 800-year-old mystery through the lens of modern science, we are compelled to search for a rational culprit. Could it have been a rare atmospheric phenomenon, perhaps a temperature inversion? This occurs when a layer of warm air traps a layer of cold air beneath it, creating a channel that can carry sounds over extraordinary distances. A festival many miles away could have had its music bounced off this atmospheric ceiling and redirected back to Earth with surprising clarity. Yet, the historical accounts present a problem for this theory. The witnesses were adamant that the sky was perfectly clear on the nights the music played. Furthermore, the records state there were no known festivals or large gatherings nearby capable of producing such a volume of organized sound. Even more disturbing is the detail that the music seemed to follow the witnesses. No matter where they ran to escape it, the sky kept playing its song, as if the performance was for them alone. Today, we have our own version of this mystery. We call them skyquakes, or more colloquially, the hum. Shaky smartphone footage from around the globe captures strange, metallic noises booming from the clouds, often described as sky trumpets. Scientists suggest these modern sounds could be caused by powerful electromagnetic activity in the ionosphere, or perhaps the grinding of tectonic plates deep within the Earth, its acoustic energy radiating upward. But drums? Flutes? A full orchestral arrangement? This leads to a more speculative, unsettling question. Could the medieval witnesses have been experiencing a kind of acoustic mirage, where the very air vibrated in such a complex pattern that our brains, in their quest to find meaning, interpreted it as music? Was it a glitch in the atmosphere, a momentary tear in the fabric of what is sonically possible, creating an auditory hallucination on a massive scale? We are left with a phenomenon that defies simple explanation, sitting uncomfortably between historical fact and scientific impossibility. 800 years have passed since those nights of unexplained music. The people who heard the orchestra in the sky are long gone, their lives reduced to signatures on parchment stored in a Parisian archive. They left us a permanent record of a time when the world simply did not make sense, a moment when the heavens themselves broke their silence. We like to believe that everything in the sky can be explained, mapped, and understood. But the archives of France suggest that sometimes the sky has its own song, and we still don't know why.